Our planet is facing a challenge. We need to feed more people. We need to do it with less land and less water. Traditional farming methods are struggling to keep up. We need a new solution. Imagine a world where fresh, healthy food is abundant. Imagine farms that use less water than a leaky faucet. Picture a future where farming is kind to our planet. This isn't a dream, it's the promise of aquaponics. We can create a better future for food. Aquaponics can help us get there. It's a smart, sustainable way to grow. Let's dive in and explore this exciting world together. Aquaponics may sound like something out of Star Trek, but it's real and it's changing how we think about farming. It's a beautiful dance between fish and plants. They help each other thrive. Imagine a fish tank. Now, picture plants growing above it, their roots dangling in the water. That's aquaponics in a nutshell. The fish provide nutrients for the plants clean the water for the fish. It's a win-win. This ingenious system uses less water than traditional farming. It doesn't need harmful pesticides, and it can grow food anywhere, from a city rooftop to a desert oasis. Aquaponics is a breath of fresh air for our planet. Aquaponics is a champion of efficiency. It uses a fraction of the water needed for traditional farming. Think about it. No more flooding fields. The water is recirculated and reused, making it ideal for areas with water shortages. In traditional farming, valuable nutrients are often lost. Runoff pollutes our rivers and oceans, but aquaponics keeps those nutrients in check. The fish waste is transformed into the natural fertilizer for the plants. No more chemical runoff, just pure, clean goodness. Aquaponics isn't just about saving water, it's about maximizing resources. This means less waste and a smaller environmental footprint. It's a win for farmers and a win for our planet. One of the coolest things about aquaponics? It can be done almost anywhere. Limited space, no problem. Aquaponic systems can be built vertically, like skyscrapers for your veggies. Imagine fresh food growing on rooftops in bustling cities. Picture aquaponic systems tucked away in basements, providing year-round harvests. This is the power of aquaponics, bringing food production closer to the table. This means shorter transportation distances, less spoilage, and fresher food for everyone. Whether you're in a crowded city or a remote village, aquaponics can empower you to grow your own food. Section 3. A bounty of goodness quality, produce from aquaponics. Now let's talk about the food itself. Aquaponics doesn't just grow any food, it grows amazing food. The plants are healthy, vibrant and packed with flavor. And because it's a controlled environment, there's less risk of pests and diseases. Imagine biting into a juicy tomato bursting with flavor. Picture a salad made with fresh, crisp lettuce grown just steps away. Aquaponics produces high-quality, nutritious food that's good for you and the environment. And it's not just about vegetables. You can grow a variety of plants in an aquaponics system, from herbs to fruits. The possibilities are as endless as your imagination. The fishy foundation. Let's dive into the heart of our aquaponics system, the fish tank. This isn't your average goldfish bowl, folks. This is where the magic begins. We're talking about a carefully designed environment for our finned friends to thrive. We choose fish that are good at sharing. These fish produce waste, just like all living things. But in our aquaponics system, this waste isn't garbage, it's liquid gold. This nutrient-rich water is pumped from the fish tank into the grow beds. Section 2, From Waste to Wonder, the magic of the nitrogen cycle. Now, things are getting really interesting. Remember that liquid gold from the fish tank? That's where the nitrogen cycle comes in, a natural process that transforms fish waste into plant food. It's like alchemy, but with less bubbling cauldrons. Here's how it works. Fish waste contains ammonia, which is toxic to fish. But don't worry, beneficial bacteria come to the rescue. These tiny superheroes convert ammonia into nitrites and then into nitrates. And guess what? Nitrates are like a gourmet feast for our plants. This natural process of converting harmful substances into beneficial nutrients is the heart and soul of aquaponics. It's a beautiful example of how nature works in harmony to create a sustainable ecosystem. So, the fish waste is transformed into plant food, keeping our leafy friends happy and healthy. It's a win-win situation. Section 3. Growing up plant power in the grow beds. Next stop on our aquaponics adventure, the grow beds. These are the plant's domain where they stretch their roots and soak up all that delicious, nutrient-rich water. But no ordinary soil here, folks. Instead of soil, we use special growing media like clay pebbles or gravel. These materials provide support for the plant's roots while allowing the nutrient-rich water to flow freely. Think of it like a spa day for plant roots. As the water trickles through the grow beds, the plants absorb the nitrates and other essential nutrients. It's like a constant supply of delicious, nutritious smoothies for our leafy friends. And while the plants are busy feasting, they're also doing us a favor. Their roots act like natural filters, removing any remaining impurities from the water. Talk about teamwork. Section 4. A symphony of systems putting it all together. Now that we've met our fishy friends and explored the plant's domain, let's see how it all comes together. An aquaponics system is like a well-conducted orchestra, with each part playing a crucial role. The water pump acts as the conductor, keeping the water flowing. We also use an air pump to ensure plenty of oxygen. And of course, no orchestra is complete without a little fine-tuning. When everything works in harmony, the results are truly remarkable. Section 1, Water-wise, aquaponics and the quest for conservation. Water, water everywhere, but not a drop to waste. That's the motto of aquaponics. This incredible system uses up to 90% less water than traditional farming. How, you ask? It's all about recycling and reuse. Imagine a traditional farm. Fields are flooded with water and much of it is lost to evaporation or runoff. Now picture an aquaponics system. Water circulates in a closed loop. It's a precious resource treated with care and respect. In a world facing increasing water scarcity, aquaponics offers a beacon of hope. It allows us to grow more food with less water, even in arid regions. It's a game changer for sustainable agriculture. By conserving water, aquaponics helps protect our rivers, lakes and aquifers for future generations. It's a win-win for farmers and our planet. Section 2. A gentler footprint, reducing our impact on the planet. Traditional agriculture often relies on harmful pesticides and herbicides that can pollute our soil and water. But aquaponics takes a different approach, a gentler approach. It's all about working with nature, not against it. Remember those beneficial bacteria in the nitrogen cycle? They're not just good at making plant food, they also help suppress harmful pathogens that can harm our crops. It's like having a team of microscopic superheroes protecting our plants. And because we're growing in a controlled environment, there's less risk of pests and diseases. This means we don't need to use harsh chemicals that can harm wildlife and contaminate our food. Aquaponics promotes biodiversity, reduces pollution, and protects our precious ecosystems. It's a holistic approach to farming that benefits both people and the planet. Section 3. Beyond sustainability, the promise of local abundance. Aquaponics isn't just about doing less harm, it's about creating a more abundant and resilient food future. Imagine a world where fresh, healthy food is available year-round, regardless of location or climate. Aquaponics systems can be set up almost anywhere, from urban rooftops to rural communities. This means we can bring food production closer to where people live, reducing our reliance on long-distance transportation and its associated carbon emissions. Imagine walking down the street and picking up fresh vegetables from a neighborhood aquaponics farm. Imagine schools growing their own food, teaching children about sustainable agriculture. Aquaponics empowers communities to take control of their food production, creating a more resilient and equitable food system. It's a vision of a future where everyone has access to fresh, healthy and sustainably grown food. Aquaponics around the globe. Aquaponics is making waves all over the world. From bustling cities to remote islands, people are discovering this sustainable farming method. It's a global movement. In New York City, rooftop gardens are thriving with aquaponics. Fresh vegetables are now just an elevator ride away. In Australia, aquaponics helps restore coral reefs. Raising fish sustainably reduces pollution. It's a win-win for food and nature. From Nepal to Africa, aquaponics empowers communities, a testament to human ingenuity. Section 2. Growing Hope Aquaponics in Urban Food Deserts. Many urban communities struggle to access fresh, healthy food. These areas, often called food deserts, are a stark reminder of the inequalities in our food system. But aquaponics is bringing hope to these communities. Imagine a vacant lot transformed into a vibrant aquaponics farm, providing jobs, education and fresh food to the neighborhood. This is happening right now thanks to the power of aquaponics. It's not just about growing food, it's about growing communities. Schools are also embracing aquaponics, teaching students about sustainable food systems and healthy eating habits. These hands-on learning experiences are inspiring the next generation of urban farmers. Talk about a recipe for a brighter future. Aquaponics is transforming urban landscapes and lives. It's a powerful tool for social change, creating a more just and sustainable food system for everyone. Section 3. Feeding the future aquaponics in developing nations. In developing countries where food security is a pressing concern, aquaponics is emerging as a game changer. Its ability to produce high yields with minimal resources makes it ideal for areas with limited land and water. Imagine a small village in Africa, once reliant on food aid, now able to sustain itself with fresh fish and vegetables grown in their own aquaponic system. This is the transformative power of aquaponics. Aquaponics empowers communities to break free from the cycle of poverty and hunger. It provides a sustainable source of income and nutrition, improving health and well-being. International organizations and NGOs are recognizing the potential of aquaponics and investing in projects around the world. These initiatives are helping to spread knowledge, build capacity, and create a more food-secure future for all. Section 1. Hurdles on the horizon, challenges facing aquaponics. Aquaponics sounds pretty amazing, right? And it is. But like any pioneering endeavor, it has its challenges. Don't worry though, none of these are insurmountable. With a little ingenuity and a lot of heart, we can overcome these hurdles. One of the main challenges is the initial setup cost. Aquaponics systems require some investment up front for tanks, pumps and other equipment. It's like building a spaceship in your backyard. It takes resources. Another hurdle is the need for technical know-how. Aquaponics is a delicate dance between fish, plants and bacteria. It requires a bit of a learning curve to understand the science behind it and keep everything running smoothly. But fear not, aspiring aquaponics enthusiasts. There are solutions on the horizon. Let's explore how we can overcome these challenges and make aquaponics accessible to all. Section 2. Sowing seeds of solution, overcoming the obstacles. Remember those initial costs that had us sweating a bit? Well, there are ways to make aquaponics more affordable. DIY systems using recycled materials are gaining popularity. Think old bathtubs transformed into fish tanks. Talk about upcycling. Government grants and microloans are also supporting aquaponics startups, making this innovative farming method more accessible to aspiring entrepreneurs. It's like a helping hand to get those sustainable dreams off the ground. As for the technical knowledge gap, fear not. Educational resources are sprouting up everywhere, from online courses to hands-on workshops. It's like learning a new language, but instead of speaking French, you're speaking fluent aquaponics. Experienced aquaponics farmers are also sharing their knowledge, mentoring newcomers, and building a supportive community. It's like having a green-thumbed mentor guiding you every step of the way, riding the aquaponics tide into the future. From humble beginnings to transforming our food system, mimicking nature's wisdom, balancing fish and plants, using a fraction of the water, no harmful pesticides. From city rooftops to remote villages, aquaponics transforms, growing food, hope, and a sustainable future. Support aquaponics for a healthier planet. The future of food is here, growing before our eyes.